Yo, what's going on, everyone? Got in one of my personal reels. Had some time to install a Carbon Tex drag upgrade on it, because honestly the stock drag on it is kind of garbage. Yeah, even in a $450 reel new, this is a Steez Limited. It's fully tricked out. It's got an SV purple spool. It's a little shallow spool, carbon handle, EVA knobs. It's got purple accents on it, purple side plate nut as well. But I'm upgrading the drag just because I'm throwing finesse stuff like a shaky head. It's thrown some of my other like power finesse stuff. It's got upgraded bearings as well, so I just need to finish it off, and I finally just had time to get a drag stack and put in a new drag for it. So taking the spool out first, gotta take the handle off. It's a pretty easy install, I guess, if you're mechanically inclined and have taken reels apart before. I'm actually doing a couple customer reels. I just finished a batch of them, bunch of Daiwas, and I've actually got another Steez Limited coming in from a buddy, so hopefully it makes it here soon for some upgrades, some little tuning, all that kind of stuff. I don't think I've actually taken this reel apart yet since I've owned it. So we're gonna find out how clean or dirty it is inside. I might have taken it apart when I got it, and that's why I found out the stack was not upgraded. I've got 4 of these reels, so they all have upgraded bearings, handles, drags, all that kind of stuff. Not too bad. I actually got this one for a really good deal. They do have issues with just like paint, clear coating, and all that kind of stuff, but I don't really care because I use my reels, so looks like I did open it up, but it is a little dirty. But I'm not gonna mess with cleaning it until the end of the season. Pop that off. Take that off. This is the main gear. There's a little drag washer underneath, which you don't replace. So let me clean this off real quick. So here is the drag stack. This is the stock factory drag stack. It's kind of like a carbon, I don't know, kind of like a paper carbon maybe. It's a little thin. It's definitely not as smooth as what I'm installing. And as you can see, there's a lot of oil in the drag, which creates skipping. Happens a lot with the old TDZs. So I'm just going to clean this guy up. So it is cleaned up. I'm going to reuse these metal washers, but I'm getting rid of this paper, carbon, whatever they want to call it, drag. And I'm going to install the Carbon Tex drag. Same 3 stack. You can install them 2 different ways. You can install them dry, a little bit more bite, but still really smooth. Or you can do Cal's reel drag. It's a universal reel drag. Looks like peanut butter. As you can see, I've used a bunch of it. And being I'm using this on a lot of vertical stuff, I'm probably just going to keep the dry drag. That guy. Wipe all these guys off. I could take it a step further where I could polish this as well. it just kind of, it smooths out everything. That's what super tuning does. You polish the friction surfaces, just makes it really, really smooth. And I'm just going to do a straight up swap on everything. Big circle, that key washer, small circle, and then drag washer, metal washer. Install it back in. Make sure everything's centered up. Put the collar back on, which is pretty tight. A lot of times these little posts have burrs when they're from manufacturing. There's a little piece of aluminum or metal, whatever they are. Just a little burr here and a little burr here. A lot of times I just have to knock them off with a grindstone. And it literally takes just barely touching it to knock them down. Because a lot of times this collar won't fit over this area or the drag stack, so you have to kind of take that down. So put a little grease there. Put this guy back on. This reel will definitely need a cleaning when I am done this year. Flathead screwdriver. Long flathead. Everything else should be good. Put the little washer on. Spacer, drag clicker, put a little bit more grease on it, drag star, they got this washer on, but I probably could swap it out. I've got other washers that would probably fit. That's what they had on it, so I'm gonna leave it on there temporarily. Alright, I thought I had another washer, but this is the way to go on it. Tighten this guy up. Don't want to over tighten it or you'll snap it. Put this guy back on. Sweet. I just got to put the spool back in. See if I install the drag correctly. Just that. Let me put a little oil on this end of the worm gear. A little Daiwa grease. Good to go. Much smoother. Before it would do this, it would jerk. Now it's good to go. You can even make it more smooth with that callus grease, but this is definitely going to be good enough for what I'm going to be using it for. I want a little bit more bite to it. So that is it, guys. That is a drag install on a Daiwa Steez Limited. Awesome freaking reel. I just made it a little bit better, and it's ready to go for the rest of the season. Smash that thumbs up, guys. Post down below. If you got any questions, holler at me, post below, email me, whatever you need, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.